Hello and a warm welcome to Federal Special Program Capital Beat. BJP allies like JDU and TDP, they have expressed reservations over the decision to release Bangladesh pacer Mustafizur Rahman from the
नीचे
Kolkata
वाले
Knight
में
squad, which the IPL franchisee said was in accordance with a directive from the Board of Control for Cricket in India, that is BCCI. Now, the decision came amid escalated bilateral tensions between India and Bangladesh over the past few weeks after a Hindu man was lynched and burned to death in Bangladesh following allegations of blasphemy. Now, last month, MEA had condemned what it called unremitting hostility against the minorities. Now, JDU leader KC Tyagi has said that cricket and politics should not be mixed, and he spoke to Indian Express and he said that first, cricket and politics should not be mixed. We understand that cricketing ties between India and Bangladesh are not possible under the given circumstances, but cricket still should be kept out of politics. Similarly, TDP leader Lavu Sri Krishna Devarayalu also said that there should be attempts to improve India Bangladesh relations instead of worsening. What I said, and I'm going to quote, both countries had very good relations. Now, with some strain on it, we need to work on it to improve the ties. There are a lot of avenues we can work on, like trade and sports. So, this is the bit coming in from the BJP allies. But in the meanwhile, what has happened? Bangladesh what has Bangladesh done? It has ordered an indefinite halt to IPL telecast in the country, which is, of course, linked to the Kolkata Knight Riders releasing Mustafizur Rahman from the BCCI direction. This is one thing. Then Pakistan is also thinking of starting a series, something like an IPL. And Bangladesh, in the meanwhile, has hired a Hindu cricketer. So all this goes to show that there's a lot of politics which has got mixed up with cricket. But is it the end of Bangladesh and India cricketing ties? We'll try and discuss all of this. Joining me this evening is Mahavir Rawat, who is a cricketer and a sports anchor. Thank you so much, Mahavir, for joining. We have Sanjay Kapoor, international affairs expert and veteran journalist. Thank you so much for joining. We have Siddharth Sharma, independent media analyst, who also joins us on the Federal. And let me begin with Mahavir Rawat. Mahavir, a lot of politics has got mixed up with cricket, especially what has happened between India and Bangladesh. And now Bangladesh has banned the IPL telecast. Bangladesh is going to hire a Hindu cricketer. What is really happening? Do you see this as the end of India and Bangladesh cricketing ties?
Till the timing, yes, because right now what is happening is not cricket. What is happening is not politics. Is what is happening is not sport. What is happening is only and only cricket, and it's a very sad state that the cricket of not only Bangladesh and India but Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Nepal, everyone is governed by politicians, and these politicians have to win elections. Bangladesh have to win elections at their country. We have to win elections in our country. So ultimately, we are just going into the local uh, you know um, uh, local jingoism that is going on everywhere. So yeah, I don't see anything happening, and I feel it very absurd, that suppose I am hitting a person, I at least allow that person to react. I cannot say that please don't cry, please don't run away because I have hit you. So if we have put a lot of sanctions on Bangladesh, so let us allow them to at least liberty to react. If they don't want to play in India, they don't want to play in India. If they don't want to show IPL in their country, they don't want to show IPL in country. At the max we can go to ICC and tell them, okay, deduct their points. Now this is also a double standard. When Pakistan as a host, he's organizing a World Cup, a host is going out of his country to play against India in Dubai, and there we don't say that India's points will be deducted because India is not going to play in Pakistan. We make special arrangements for India. So whatever is happening, I don't want to get into it, and I have very extreme opinion about it, but this is this is bullying. This is totally a person conducting business which has a complete monopoly in business of cricket, and this is no sports happening, and this is totally politics. And let's yeah, everything is fair in love and war, and so is everything fair in politics also.
No, but
Yeah.
Mahavir, who do you think is really responsible for the current mess between India and Bangladesh? Will you hold Bangladesh responsible for it, or will you hold India responsible for it? Who do you think is the main culprit here?
Look, I don't want to get into it. I mean, till the time one prime minister was acting over there, so we can keep a prime minister in our country, but we cannot bring a player into our country. And it's politics. Politics is really something that a sportsman does not understand. I don't understand politics that much, but it's just a government. And tomorrow there is a change of government. Tomorrow there will be ties happening, and we're going handshaking them. Everything will be fine. So it is very difficult to pinpoint what has gone wrong, because to be very honest, I am incapable and ineligible to comment on political things, and especially geopolitical, how Bangladesh has seen a totally turnaround in its approach, and how our Hindu brothers and are being treated over there, and how clippings of our media is being shown over there, that how Muslims are being targeted in this country. So I mean, it's politics happening everywhere. So it's very difficult for me to pinpoint at one thing that what has went wrong. But ultimately, there are 5 or 6 countries which are really playing good cricket. Out of this, if Bangladesh we don't play, if Pakistan we don't play, Nepal is there, Afghanistan. I don't understand how as a cricket we are going to hold a World Cup with
Despite all the
Pakistan not
politics.
coming to India.
No, but Mahavir, despite all the politics, we did see an India and Pakistan match recently happening. But what has really gone wrong with
No,
with
no,
Bangladesh?
India and Pakistan match happening, and that too while Operation Sindoor is going on. So my
Yes.
nationalism does not come up when I play Pakistan, but my nationalism arises when I don't shake with the hand with them. So and it was such a sorry state of affairs. Indian team sitting on the ground, Pakistan ACB president not giving us the trophy. We not. I mean, come on, this sports? I mean, is this the thing that we say that sports and art unite the world? I mean, it's a complete mess going on. And whom to blame? Our politicians to blame. Why to blame? Because they are controlling the cricket. And yeah, so they are controlling cricket that side of the border, this side of the border, everywhere. So what do you expect when politicians rule the game? So let's understand, and we as a citizen don't have any other thing to just give in to what they are saying. So yeah,
Okay,
that's how
one
it is.
last question before I let you go, because I know you are in a rush, you have another program. So, do you feel let down as a player, Mahavir, towards the end?
Um, uh, I I don't have hopes. So I'm sorry. I'm sorry. You may sound very pessimistic, but I don't have any hopes. No one cares about sports in this country. Just look at what is happening in Olympics. Just look
Hmm.
at where our sports is going. After Neeraj Chopra, we don't even know where our medal will come from. And Neeraj Chopra also has participated in 2 Olympics. So our badminton is going down the play. No one is there. So whatever is happening to glorify sports without actually getting into sports. And there's only one sport that is common. Look, no one is even care whether we are playing Bangladesh in squash, or we are playing Bangladesh in some sepak takraw or anything, but cricket, because it converts emotions. It's a sport which all the 3 countries enjoy, and it's the sport that's going to be is to be talked about. And very honestly, even Shah Rukh Khan, poor guy, it's only because of Shah Rukh Khan that they know that they will be in the news. So I just wanted all these people who are protesting against Shah Rukh Khan to also protest against Mumbai Indians and Delhi team, because they were also in the race, raising the placard to buy Mustafizur Rahman. So had Shah Rukh Khan not bought them, he would have gone to an Akash Ambani or a JSW over here. So would have they
Right.
termed Akash Ambani also a Deshdrohi and a Gaddar? So I feel very bad, and I just don't want to comment. The kind of situation we are in this country right now.
All right, Mahavir. Thank you so much. I'll let you go because you're in a rush. You have another program to attend. So thank you very much for joining on the Federal. Also joining us is Chandrasekhar Luthra, who's a renowned sports journalist of the country. Shekhar, I'm going to come to you then. Uh,
Yeah.
what is really happening to the cricketing ties between India and Bangladesh? So much of politics, and today now the BJP allies like JDU and TDP have cautioned BJP that don't mix cricket with politics. Now, is there a do you think that this could be a stern message coming in from the allies? Could there be some lessons learned as far as the domestic politics is concerned?
Well, I'm the one who covers more of politics in cricket. So I will comment on everything. So I am not going to just say that just because we are cricket or we are sports, journalists, we don't want to comment on the politics. So let me tell you, nothing will happen. Till the time BCCI is being fully controlled by one party, which is BJP, and all these allies. Till the time ED is there, I don't think you people know it better, but we also observe nothing will happen. Don't worry about this. So the one person they keep hinting at is Rajiv Shukla. Rajiv Shukla, I have always believed, is like a tomato and potato. You can put him anywhere. So I don't count him in Congress or anywhere. He's a Amar Singh. He's a old Amar Singh, new avatar of old Amar Singh. So point is, what is going to happen? Point is, when Jai Shah took over in December, if you remember, last year, and when Champions Trophy was coming in, there was a complete understanding between all the cricketing nations, and especially there are only eight or nine test playing countries, and Bangladesh is a full member with voting rights. So all these rumors which are basically being circulated today, that ICC has told Bangladesh to come to India or forfeit their points, I don't think there is any truth in that till now. I have called few people. I have tried to understand the situation. Right now, there has not been any kind of discussion within the full members. So the point is, when Bangladesh asked for matches to be shifted, India matches to be shifted to Sri Lanka, they had a valid reason, because in December when Jai Shah took over, everybody, when they were talking about that India cannot go to Pakistan because of the home ministry and foreign ministry not giving their clearance. So it was discussed. It was finalized that, obviously, because it is a cricket, not the International Olympic Committee or the Olympics games, so there is a kind of understanding between all the teams that the internal security and the foreign ministry clearance has to be given to the team before they could travel or they could come to this country, so vice versa. So when that happened to India, the Bangladesh has demanded the same, on the same grounds, that there is an internal security threat, the threat to the lives of their players. So there cannot be two rules for two countries. I don't think these rumors are true, and that's where I think they have put Jaisha in a spot. If Jaisha says that, obviously Jaisha is not the authority there. Let me tell you, there are other countries, there are these English people who are very smartly taking money from India and backing Jaisha and people like him who does not even know about how to hold a cricket bat. So let's not forget that these people, when they come together, when they discuss logically. If that has happened to India, they could not go to Pakistan because of the security reasons. Same reasons are there. There are hooliganism. There were attacks on Christians. There were lynchings of Muslims. That is happening on both the sides. So how could they travel? They have to play on the neutral venues. So that is a situation till now. And I wanted to clear this. These rumors are not true till now, unless and until there is a formal meeting of the ICC.
Coming back to the main story of how TDP and today JDU have spoken and have warned the center that mix cricket with politics. Yeah, Siddharth, I'll come to you. That what you think is the reason, and could this be a stern warning from the allies? Now, there's a lot of politics. There's politics over Shah Rukh Khan, he being called a traitor. We all know that there is a Bangladesh election. Now, is Bangladesh election the main reason for this degradation of cricketing ties between India
But, but,
and
but,
Bangladesh?
but, but Nilu, sorry, you are
Yes,
forgetting Bengal and Assam elections. Come on,
yes,
Bangladesh elections are
of course,
not
yes,
important. For
yes,
these
yes.
people, Bengal and Assam elections are important.
Okay, so
Please.
Bengal and Assam elections also. Start coming to you with the same question. Yes, go ahead.
Yeah, world over elections keep happening, and world over sports tournaments also keep happening. World over, we know last year we had Olympics in Paris, and Russia was banned from the Olympics. Yet, if there was a Russian player who wanted to participate in the Olympics had an Olympic flag under which that player could play. So sports and politics have always been kept different by anyone, everyone, if you see across history. Now, what is happening right now, as far as Bangladesh is concerned, between the ICC or the IC, I would not call it ICC. ICC is right now under the huge shadow, under the huge control of the BCCI, and the BCCI is headed by Mr. Jaisha, and Mr. Jaisha is being controlled by the Indian Home Minister. So basically, it's the politicians who are calling the shots. Jaisha is just a puppet. So it's the simple thing I can understand is elect a clown and then expect a circus. Politicization of any sports leads to its decline. It's very simple as that. If we have a Hindu Hriday Samrat at the helm in India, how come a Hindu captain of Bangladesh is facing boycott from Hindu Rashtra? Bangladesh today has
Absolutely.
a Hindu captain. So how come a Hindu Rashtra is
Absolutely.
boycotting a Hindu captain? So it's a paradox. If KKR having a Bangladeshi cricketer is wrong, how come Ambani owned MI Emirates team of Dubai is right in retaining a Bangladeshi player called Shakibul Hassan? How come that's a paradox? If having Bangladeshi in India is wrong, how come India is hosting Bangladeshi infiltrator Sheikh Hasina in India? That's also wrong. So I think that is what the BJP allies have understood. People like the parties like TDP and JDU, we have to understand, even if TDP and JDU are part of a political alliance of NDA, they support BJP, but they are not BJP. They have not merged themselves with BJP. In BJP, what has happened, I think, right now is that BJP, the tail is wagging the dog. I think the tail has become so powerful that the tail is now wagging the dog. All those lumpen elements of BJP are pressurizing BJP to take certain decisions. Now the DDP and the JDU are not, since they are not part of the BJP, they might be supporting BJP from outside, but they have their own constituency in Bihar and in Telangana and Andhra Pradesh, in the Telugu speaking states. We know for a matter of fact that Chandrababu Naidu has gone on record saying that he will be giving reservations to Muslim in his state. That goes on to show that for them, secularism and taking everyone along is much more important. Although politically, they also feel that aligning with the BJP is going to benefit them politically. That is as far as winning elections is concerned. But winning elections does not mean that going with BJP and starting to lose elections. So I think TDP and JDU have understood that there is a certain point, there is a certain plimsoll line after which that ship will start to sink. And before that plimsoll line is reached, they have raised this red flag, saying that if you politicize cricket, politicize sports, it's going to backfire on you. And that is what it is going to backfire, because as Chandrasekhar sir said, there are not a lot of countries who play cricket. And even if they are playing cricket, not a lot of countries play good cricket. In fact, if having Bangladesh is wrong, how having Bangladeshi players in India is wrong, how come India, which has not as of today given any recognition to Taliban, is playing cricket match with Afghanistan team? How come Rashid Khan is the captain of one of Sunrisers Hyderabad? Do we consider Mr. Rashid Khan as a Talibani? Do we consider Afghanistan team as Talibani? We don't. We differentiate. We say that Taliban in Afghanistan is different, but the cricketers of Afghanistan have nothing to do with Taliban. So that is why they are given a fair chance. Now, because why this happens world over, why politics and sports are kept different, is that in any performing art, be it acting or be it sports, the people are the fans of the skill of a sportsman. Just recently, when Lionel Messi came to India, he visited Mumbai, Hyderabad, I think he visited Kolkata, Delhi. People were jostling to meet with him. Were they jostling to meet an Argentinian player? No, they were fans of the skill that Messi brings in. Whether he plays for Argentina, whether he plays for Barcelona, or today he plays for some unknown team, unknown franchisee of Saudi Arabia, it doesn't matter. People are fans of the skill. When Don Bradman gave away his bat to Sachin Tendulkar, did he give that bat to Sachin Tendulkar because he was an Aussie? No, he gave it to him because he had that certain skill. So people across the world, when they see any performing artist, be it Amitabh Bachchan, be it Tom Cruise, be it Lionel Messi, be it Usain Bolt, when you see an Usain Bolt, you don't see a Jamaican there. You see the world's fastest human being. You are intrigued that how come a human being can run sub 10 seconds consistently. You just want to see them. So I think that is where the paradox lies, that the government of India or the entire political ecosystem of BJP right now, I think, is stuck in a very bad place. It's stuck between a rock and a hard place. The dog is basically the tail is wagging the dog. The lumpen elements of BJP are pressurizing the BJP to take certain decisions, and I think this is going to backfire on them big time, because not a lot of countries play cricket. In ICC, every country has a vote. I think if you start doing like this, obviously Bangladesh will not vote for you. So I would not be surprised that in the coming times, in the coming weeks or months, ICC in ICC, the BCCI and the India would find itself in a minority, because these kinds of things don't happen. Not a lot of countries play cricket, and if there is a World Cup, and two countries, three countries are going to boycott it or going to forfeit matches, where is the tournament? It's like, I'll give you a small analogy. Any cricket fan, if he buys a ticket for say 5,000, 10,000 rupees, obviously he's going to the stadium to watch his match win a cricket match. Just imagine that the moment he sits on the when he enters the stadium, there is a toss, and the opposing captain says that, okay, I won't play the match, I'll forfeit the match for you. Will the fans be happy? No, they want their team to win, but they want their team to win after seeing a match. Nobody wants a walkover. And the entire tournament, if this is going to be a walkover, this team is forfeiting points to that team is forfeiting points to this team. So where is the matches going on? There are no matches, only points to be won or lost. So I think this will be. I think in the coming weeks and months, ICC, the Indian hold on the ICC is going to get weaker and weaker substantially. I think so.
But I'll come to the larger question of how this entire diplomatic ties and the cricketing ties are being handled. Sanjay, to you, with the larger question that we've seen that, the domestic politics is so much intertwined with the diplomatic ties that even sports is being mixed up. What is it resulting into? Now we are losing out on another friendly neighbor which we had, that is Bangladesh. We've lost so many nations like this. We don't have a good relation with Nepal. We don't have a good relationship with either of the neighborhood countries. Look at what's happening with America. Every day we are hearing Donald Trump saying something or the other. Now with so much of cricket also mixed in politics, where do you think that this will end up into? That are we going to lose the tag of whatever little sports we were doing, and we were known as a cricketing nation, as a nation which loves cricket? What is it going to end into?
Niloji, it's a real tragedy that what we are seeing at the moment. I kind of agree with Mr. Luthra as well as Mavir. They were very illuminating in their analysis that the entire politics of sports is really destroying the game. But more worrying is the way that we are trying to disenfranchise all the Hindus in Bangladesh, trying to question their citizenship, trying to question their commitment to the government that has been formed. Are we willing to take all the Hindus from Bangladesh? Then we keep on harping about how Hindus are being treated. What about all the Muslims in other parts of the country, in India for that matter? If they are treated badly, should they go elsewhere? So these have very deep implications about what is being attempted, and it's very distressing that the government is not cognizant of it. At some stage, we want to show ourselves as the only country which looks after the cause of Hindus. But cause of Hindus can be looked after in many ways, in trying to ensure that they are not poor, they're looked after well, they have jobs and many other things. I remember in the early days of the independence, Nehru made it amply clear that, he told the NRIs that, look here, your commitment is to the countries where you stay, not with no longer will we be able to look after you. And that should be the guiding principle here too. But we are trying to dabble in politics by raising these kind of standards, talking about matters which are in a certain way unacceptable when it comes to sports. On top of that, you have an individual who's heading the ICC, who's deeply mired in politics of the BJP. He's Jay Shah, son of the Home Minister, a guy who doesn't know how to hold a bat, who talks in real gibberish. He needs what you call teleprompter to speak few words. Totally unacceptable. But the fact is that he's supported by white nations to carry on with whatever he's doing. So what will really happen is India is going to get transported into category of a white nation which plays cricket. All the brown nations of South Asia will be sidelined or become irrelevant. they would be kept away from the game, and that will be a real tragedy. It's a game which is not played by many countries, and get worse in terms of how many how many of them remain. So we are seeing a very sad situation. I don't know whether it will come out till the time you have a change in government, the change in the way that we think of, which is more accommodative and inclusive rather than exclusionary, which is turning out to be. And at the
No, but
moment,
Sanjay,
I think
do you think that this caution by TDP and JDU can work as an alarm for the government that they need to work up, introspect, think?
I'm not very sure. Just look at it. You have Sangeet Som who started making those noises about Rahman joining the KKR team and calling Shah Rukh Khan as a traitor. That was the moment they should have intervened. They said, "Bullshit! What are you talking about? He's not a traitor. He's just trying to play the game the way the IPL is played, not anything else." And then you announce the boycott. The Bangladeshis in retaliation announced the boycott of IPL, that they will not watch it anymore. So, it's a very, very dangerous state for that situation. It's not yielding very much dividends. And I think the government has to do something wise rather than look very petty in the way they conduct themselves. And they have to worry about the way that Mr. Trump is treating them. He's treating them like a very, juvenile case where they can be made happy or sad depending upon how he looks at them.
Absolutely.
Nilu, one
Yes.
important
Yes,
thing
I'm
which
coming to you
Sanjay
only
sir,
for the concluding comments, Shekhar. Yeah.
yeah,
Go
yeah,
ahead.
what Sanjay sir was saying, it's a very, but it's just not the politics. It's not about one individual or the other. Point is, all these English people or all these nations, they have been backing India to get the money to the ICC, and that's what we have done very successfully over the last 2 decades or so. And that's why they are voting for us every time there is Mr. Sharad Pawar, Dalmia, Srinivasan, all these people, and now Jaisha or Shashank Manor before him. You know, but what is happening now that their transporter or whatever the corporate main corporate they're backing Ambani's, they have actually raised their hands that we cannot telecast this cricket because we have actually bought these rights for too much of a price. And IPL, obviously we might see that kind of situation again happening because the star this Geostar Hotstar has told BCCI about a month back that they will be very it would be very difficult for them to continue supporting you. So now with TV rights coming down and obviously people are backing out, what is going to happen? Obviously the valuation of entire cricket and especially the IPL, if that happens here, because you are going to lose a market of 30 crore people in Bangladesh. You have already lost Pakistan with 25, 28 crore of people there. So what is going to happen? The TV, obviously, you make money because you get more eyeballs. They get more money from different countries. They sell them clean feed. They sell them in a different ways. They get money out of their countries, their sponsors and everywhere. So now with again 30 crore people are out there, not to be watching their game, then 50,000 crores they have sold these IPL rights for 5 years. In nutshell, if we talk about, it's 10,000 crores per year. And every company, whichever, whether it was Sony or Star or anybody else, they are making huge losses right from the day one because they are getting about half of the money back. That means out of 10,000, 45 or 5,000 crores, they are getting back. What is happening to the rest of the money? Because they were trying to increase their territory, they were trying to reach out to the people that in the coming years we will make out for all this, but that is not going to happen under Jasha. So the moment these white people, they are going to understand that this is a new problem for cricket, and cricket globalization plan is in complete disarray, then obviously they are going to look for some other person. It could be anybody from India or it could be anybody else from the world. So Jasha's own position is going to be in danger, I would say, by doing all
So
these
you're saying, you're hinting
whatever
that
these.
Jaisha might, no, but it might, will Jaisha end up losing his job also? That is that a possibility or?
Look, my understanding is very simple. All these white people or whatever, whether it's West Indies cricket or anybody, they are voting for us because we bring in lot of money. And if these kind of things, and most of the money, about 90, more than 94, 95% money comes from the TV rights itself, the gate money, other things, that makes for a very, peanuts kind of thing. So the moment we are not, obviously, year by year, if we are not increasing that money, and if we are going to lose sponsors or the TV companies like this, who is going to telecast your matches? The moment TV rights will come down to 50%, or anywhere, obviously you are going to lose your job. And one important thing, which a very very senior former, I don't want to name him here, but a veteran cricket administrator, he was telling me 2 3 days back that look where we have reached. We used to, every time there was a voting thing happening in ICC or anywhere for any cricketing matter, we always counted on Bangladesh. Bangladesh has never betrayed us. Bangladesh Cricket Association vote was always been with the BCCI. So from there we used to start with that. We have two votes. Now we have to manipulate. We have to, talk to West Indies board, South Africans, who are the friendly countries. Pakistan always used to play games. But now with losing this Bangladesh cricket, we are standing alone. There is nobody who is a permanent friend of BCCI right now in the cricket, in the ICC.
Right. Okay, so Mahavir also has joined back. Mahavir, your concluding comments, and then I'll wind up the show. That today, I mean, the TDP and JDU have cautioned the government. Do you have any hope, some immediate hope that these cricketing ties between India and Bangladesh could be restored?
No, I don't have any immediate hope unless both the countries, either of the countries, have change in their government, which I don't say is possible. So there is no hope. Bangladesh will, at the end of, it depends how badly they want to play in the World Cup and how badly these points matter to them. Otherwise, they would have also made up their mind. And yes, as I would agree to Shekhar Bhai when he says that we are losing allies one by one, and don't ever count on England and Australia, because they are waiting to see this IPL brand fall, because their their countries are going big, and India never supports their leagues indirectly, because we don't allow. Look, they allow their players to come to play in IPL. We don't allow any of our player to play in their league, just with the fear that there are sponsors may go in those countries. So they, no one likes India because the kind of bullying that we have been doing for the last 4 5 years. It's just that now we are giving opportunity for them to make different blocks, different groups, and yeah, I don't see anything improving. And for I mean, just as a sad day for a sports person and a sports journalist and people in the business of sports, it's just sad to see cricket being or any other sport being so dictated by politics. This is not cricket, this is not sports, this is just pure and pure politics that is happening.
Absolutely. So there's sadness on the sports front, and also a lot of questions as far as the diplomatic front is concerned, because how can domestic politics be intertwined with diplomacy and outreaching other countries as well? That's also another question to ponder. Thank you so much. I'll have to end it here. Sanjay Kapoor, Chandrasekhar Luthra, Mahavir Rawat, thank you very much for joining on the Federal. Thank you.